Hi guys, Barbara here. Today I'm going to be painting a single wave crashing onto the beach from start to finish. So sit back and let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is establish the sky. Then quickly put in the background water. We'll move right into the wave. The dark area is the shadowed area under the crest of the wave. And then I move right into the foreground with sunlit water. Here's my palette: cadmium yellow, alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, phthalo blue, sap green, indigo, raw sienna, and resin gel, my dryer, and a bit of titanium white. I'm going back in now and strengthening all my values and colors. You can see the wave is starting to form. As I add darks, the white of the misting wave will become more apparent. A little beach color down in the lower part of the foreground. And that's it for today. Now comes the fun, adding the white foam. This is a mixture of cadmium yellow and titanium white. You don't want to start with pure white because you're going to leave that for your highlights at the very end. I'm working wet and wet, so as I add the whites, I brush them right into the wet paint underneath. Using a 1-inch brush, move the paint around. I start to create the illusion of mist flying off the wave. Soften any hard edges at this point. Now into the foreground, we're going to start building the rivulets that crash onto the beach. I'm happy with what's happened so far, but I need to start really working on my subject matter, which of course is that beautiful wave. Adding lights, sculpting the paint on, giving it direction. Little touches of light that flow across the top of the wave. Once again, working wet and wet, and then smoothing out the edges. Look how that shadow has taken on such a beautiful color. Now back into the foreground. This is the shadows under the waves crashing onto the earth. Let's step back and take a look at what we've accomplished in this painting session. Next thing, I want to add some distance. To do that, I'm going to put in a landmass. Notice how that brings the wave forward. It's a wonderful compositional tool. Back into the wave. Now I'm really going to start adding a lot of spray. I'm painting right up over that landmass. Be careful, it's wet, so you want to use a very light touch or you're going to smear the paint. Putting highlights back in. Remember, we're always painting and then repainting. Let's step back and see what still needs to happen. I'm going to add just a few little bright lights. This is pure titanium white. We've left it to the very end. so that it sparkles. Back into the foreground water, highlighting the edge. Look how three-dimensional that is as it crashes onto the beach. Now we'll add a little beach warmth. It's gotten too cool. Isn't it amazing what adding that color does to the coolness of the water? Using the 1-inch brush to blend everything together. Now I'm just going just a couple little sailboats in the distance and clean up some edges on the beach. A little bit more sunlight. And let's step back and see the finished painting. Ah, wonderful. And there's our rolling wave. For more information, visit BarbaraApplegateStudio.com.